Now, this book add these other characteristics, such as the fact that should be fewer than 150 words. Well, I don't consider this as an important characteristic, the fact that it should be inspiring as well. My reason is that these are guide in writing the mission statement, not necessarily the core characteristic nature of the mission statement. But that notwithstanding, the book has it here. So, and the issue of it being fewer than 150 words, I've seen mission statements that are broader in scope. What they do is that they write the core mission statement, the core one, and then they elaborate on it. So they say that our mission is that. They say that by this we seek to. Then they elaborate and explain and highlight on major aspect of the mission statement. So that is how come I'm saying I will not really limit a mission statement to the fact that it has to be fewer than 150 words by hook or crook. Okay, but if you are talking about the core statement, then fine. Even UPSA mission statement, it comes with some further information. I think you have checked. If you check, apart from the clear mission, there are other supporting notes to the mission. Good. So that is what I'm trying to say. The other things you can look at them, but like I've said, you have the characteristics. You can add some from here or stick to what you have. All right. The next one that I want us to talk about is the component of the mission statement. I have touched on all of them, especially if you look at the characteristics that I discussed with you. You find all the components reflecting in the characteristics. But hey, as much as we can ask you a question on the characteristics, we can also ask you a question on the components. So take note of the components. There are about 9 of them. We have customers, product or service, market, technology, survivor, growth, profitability, philosophy, distinctive competence, public image, and employees. Now, who can identify these components in the characteristics that I gave you? Just tell me any characteristics and where you can identify the components. Yes, any of them, the one I gave you last week. Or last 2 weeks. And tell me the component you can see in there. Oh, class, I've given you the thing, so why are you silent? Should I move on? Should I move on? Wow. Are we saying we've not talked about characteristics of mission statement?
Yes, sir.
We haven't.
We have.
So please just read any of them and tell me the component you can see in there. I just want to be sure you understand the issues.
So can I read one of UPSC?
This I gave you, the characteristics. I'm not saying do a practical assessment of it. Yeah, just.
Sir, please, is it the same as the components?
No, it's not the same. I didn't give you component the last time.
Okay, yes, sir. It's one of the characteristics is it should be inspiring.
No, I didn't give you that last time we discussed that.
Then I don't know.
Wow. So you people are saying you don't have the characteristics because I know we use UPSA's mission statement to analyze the characteristics. Yeah, who is ready?
So you talked about the economic goal of the organization, and then the firm in business. Why is the firm in business?
That is not true.
So must clearly define the product or service the firm wishes to provide.
Oh, that is it. Please go ahead, read all of them to us because I realize the class you are not following some of the things. Read all of them.
I actually just wrote two.
Wow.
Must clearly define the market segment the firm wishes to consider and flexible enough to allow for creative alternatives.
So from what you wrote, we can see the product and service here, right?
Yes,
We
sir.
can also see that it should clearly define the market segment. The market is also here, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, who else wrote other characteristics? You see why I told you that if you come from my class and you don't write, you will miss a lot because I don't teach from one book. I don't teach from one book. I make sure I bring on board a lot more for my student. So now you guys didn't write the thing. So I'll just move on and I wish you well. When we ask a question on characteristics of mission statement that you can answer. Yeah. That is.
Sir, please, we beg, can you please state some for us?
No, we will talk about it later.
Sir,
Yes, please.
please, some of the characteristics of a mission statement, it reveals that the firm is socially responsible.
Okay.
Reveals that.
So hold on, let me move. We've talked about corporate social responsibility. So that we should be a responsible firm. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sir. And also, it reveals that the firm is environmentally responsible.
Okay, so what you have said, we can see them here. It comes under public image, right?
Yes.
Good. Go ahead.
And it's also a reconciliatory and enduring. Sorry.
Hey, you are taking us to somewhere else. I can see where you are reading from, but not from the characteristics themselves.
Okay, yes, sir.
Yeah. Characteristics of a strong mission statement. The mission statement must clearly define the product or service the firm wishes to provide. That is what one of your colleagues said. The mission statement must clearly define the specific market segment the firm wishes to consider. It must be flexible enough to allow for creative alternatives. In fact, we spent a lot of time discussing this point using UPSA mission statement. One after the other, we went in there to look for the specific characteristics if it was reflected in the mission, and we saw all of them. And I told you that we can give you a question in exams and we ask you to examine that character, and if you find the mission statement to be strong or fit enough. And based on the UPSA one, we concluded that it was fit. If not, we would have been asked to rewrite the mission statement. It must clearly define the technology that is to be used in production to provide cost and quality competitive product. So if you go to the new test that we are looking, you see technology there as one of the components as well. Again, we said the mission statement must reflect the firm's intention to secure profitability through what? Survival, and to secure survival through growth and profitability. If you go to the new text that we were looking at, you see survival, growth, and profitability as one of the components. The mission statement must reflect the philosophy. We see philosophy also there. And finally, we said the mission statement must also convey the concept of self or self-concept. These were the characteristics I discussed with you. I hope you remember now. You still don't remember. You remember now, class?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's go ahead. Let's go on. So benefit of having a mission statement. And then the component. Now, I want you to write the components with the numbers. Okay, we are going to do some exercise with it briefly. So write the component. Number one, customers. Write it. Number one, customers. We have some few minutes to close.
Yes, sir.
Number two, product and service. Right, it's there. It's on your screen. Number three, market. Number four, technology. Survival and growth, number five. Okay, let's go to number six, philosophy. Number seven, distinctive competence. Number eight, public image. Number nine, employees. Have you written all? Are we done?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
just as we took UPSA mission statement and used the characteristics to analyze the mission statement, you can also be given a question to analyze a mission statement based on the component. So that's why I want you to write the component. So let's go to the test example. There's a test example. Our time is up, so I'll be doing it very fast. Now, this is Hesh's mission statement. They say this is the original statement. We bring sweet memories, a moment of Hesh's happiness to the world every day. Now, the author's comment are this, that this mission statement lacks component one. What was component one? Customers. Component four, technology. A last component five, survival, growth, and profitability. A last component seven, competence. A last eight, public image. And a last nine, employees. And in total, it's 12 words, which means it falls within the acceptable limit, but it lacks a lot of components. So the only component we can find in this mission statement, Sam, you don't concentrate and be talking, okay? When the question comes, you answer. The only component we find in this mission statement is that we bring sweet moment, which is component two. Component two is what?
Product or service.
The product or service of Hesh's happiness. Component says that is what?
Philosophy.
The philosophy is to bring Hesh's happiness to the world. The world three, component three is what?
Market.
Market. So the market targets the whole world globally. So you realize that their mission statement only satisfy this three component, or depict only three components. So this author is going to redefine their mission statement, and that is the work you can give to you in exams hall. To redefine the mission if you think it does not depict all the necessary components. So look at the way the author will redefine now. It says that we aim to serve consumers of all ages and lifestyle. That is number one. Who are the number one? Customers, right?
Yes,
Consumers
sir.
of all ages and lifestyle by providing high quality chocolate, candy, and snack product. Number two is what?
Product or service.
Okay, globally. That globally they represent what?
Market.
Markets.
Good. We intend to grow and expand our product offering. We intend to grow and expand our product offering is what?
Knowledge.
Number 5. Number 5.
Survival and
Survival and growth.
Survival and growth. That is, we intend to
Technology.
grow. No, please, not technology. Number 5 is survival and growth. Please don't do it according to. It is not according to. It can be 8 first, 1 last. So it's not according to. It's business analytics. That is
public image.
That's number 8.
Public image.
Yes, because corporate social responsibility comes under public image, right? Good. Especially to the boys and girls in the Milton Hershey School. That is what? Number 6.
Philosophy.
The philosophy, number 6.
Philosophy.
Through our friendly and well-trained employees, obviously employees are there. Number 9. We provide consumers the best chocolate anywhere wrapped in Hershey's happiness. That is number 7, which is
Distinctive
competence. Good. So if we give you this exercise in exams hall, please be able to analyze it for us. The other example, that of aid, right aid, you can look at it. There's also that of UPS, United Parcel Service. Please look at it and analyze it with your friends in class. And finally, the same model, how to gain and sustain competitive advantage. So that is the end of lecture 2. So we will do the grouping and I'll give you your tasks and then we will end the class. So please ensure you don't go out. We have 55 now. I'm grouping you, 55. I'm grouping you. Please, when it will come that assign and accept to enter your group, make sure you accept and enter your group. And then I'll come to the group and announce your group assignment.